Fair use, fair use, fair use is only used for educational purposes.
In modern China, some people have reportedly been blocked from buying plane tickets. Others couldn't buy high-speed train tickets, not because they were violent criminals, not because they were terrorists, but because a system decided they were untrustworthy. Now imagine combining that system with money itself. A currency where every transaction can be tracked, every payment recorded, every purchase potentially controlled. Not by banks, not by companies, but directly by the state. This is the story of China's digital yuan, and why it may be a glimpse into the future of money itself. There's something strange about walking through a modern Chinese city. A grandmother selling fruit on the sidewalk has a QR code. Street musicians have QR codes. Tiny noodle shops have QR codes taped to plastic chairs. Even some homeless people accept digital payments. Cash is disappearing. Fast. In most countries, that would sound impossible, but China skipped an entire era of financial technology. While America became addicted to credit cards, China jumped straight from cash to smartphones. And at first, people loved it. No wallets, no coins, no waiting. Just scan, pay, walk away. It felt like the future. But hidden underneath all that convenience, China may have accidentally built the perfect infrastructure for financial surveillance. Because once every transaction becomes digital, money stops being private. And once money stops being private, it can become something else entirely. Permission.
There, which presents some of the starkest conflicts of interest in the history of the American presidency. It's called World Liberty Financial. Let's check out their website. At the top, it's Donald Trump, who's identified as chief crypto advocate, his three sons, Eric, Don Jr., and Barron. And then beneath them, you've got these guys, Zach Folkman and Chase Hero. They're otherwise known for selling everything from colon cleanses to get-rich-quick classes. Now, they're offering a new type of cryptocurrency.
The World Liberty Financial token sale is now live.
That, when bought and sold, directly benefits the Trump family's bottom line. From the start, Trump has been totally central to the pitch, called the gold paper. Keep scrolling, 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 and then finally, the fine print in italics. I'll read this line aloud. World Liberty Financial agrees that DT Marks DeFi LLC, which is the business entity associated with the Trumps, will receive 22.5 billion WLFI tokens, so that's a kind of stash of that signature cryptocurrency, and a right to receive 75% of the net protocol revenues. Basically, sales of this token result in large payments to the Trump family. Anybody, especially people overseas, can buy this coin. It's an easy way to at least try to curry favor with the Trumps. That, critics have pointed out, is a major ethical issue. Let's take the example of Justin Sun. He's a Chinese billionaire who founded Tron, one of the biggest crypto operations in the world. You may remember him as the guy who spent $6.2 million at an art auction to buy a banana duct taped to a wall. In 2023,
as I know it's been a little bit since my last comprehensive news update. I've been kind of holding off a little bit on purpose because I wanted to be able to drop a video on July 4th. I wanted to be able to provide some content of my own to kind of help ring in the 250th year of America. And I figured what better way to do that than to talk about some of the events that are unfolding on the world theater. So without any further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. This is your one article world news update for the 4th of July 2026. The article is off of endtimeheadlines.org and will be linked in the description box below as per the usual. Russia is ready for, quote, widespread use of digital ruble by September. That's right, further pushing the initiative of digitalized currencies. According to a report from Decrypt, Russia's central bank is advancing its ambitious central bank digital currency initiative, with a governor of theirs announcing that the country is on track for the digital ruble to see broad adoption starting September the 1st. The move marks a significant milestone nearly 3 years after President Vladimir Putin signed legislation enabling the digital version of the national currency. A subsequent law passed last July mandated that major banks prepare to accept the digital ruble by the upcoming deadline. Quote, everything is ready for the widespread use of the digital ruble, this governor stated during a briefing at the Central Bank Financial Conference.
All right, Shalom. I want to start out giving infinite honors, glory, and praise to the Most High and the Son. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakurash. Double honors to our apostle, elder bishops, great millstone, rule well. Teaches this truth 100%, no cut. Shalak it, double shalom and salutation that I can push this word across the four winds in true faith and sincerity, giving all diligence. And as you've seen those clips, man, hey, that's the plan, and we've been prophesying it, starting our apostle, elders, and bishops on down of Great Millstone, man. Okay, hey, this new system, new world system, new world order is coming, man. Okay, it's coming, man. All right, and your faith is gonna have to be 144,000% rooted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You're gonna be taken, but it starts now. The Lord say what? Those that have kept the patience of my word, those he will keep from that hour of temptation, man. Okay, so we have to constantly, it's a thing of, staying watchful, staying mindful, okay, and staying occupied, all right, and these scriptures, these precepts, constantly examine ourselves, praying, fasting when need be, all right, and just staying occupied in the meditation thereof in his word, man, okay, and building a relationship, that strong relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah day for day, man. Okay, because these things are coming. Okay, that hour of temptation is coming. And if you haven't been serving the Lord, man, if you don't repent and turn back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the Lord is not going to keep you from that hour of temptation. Okay, but while everything, all these different distractions are going on, which it all plays a part of prophecy, everything that's going on from, that tension with the whales, situation that happened down here on the coast, what's going on with Iran, Russia, okay, Buddy being assassinated, just everything that's going on, man, the Straits of Hormuz, okay, what's still going on over there in Ukraine, all that is a part of prophecy, man, okay, but the main prophecy, okay, is what? That M.O.T.B system being put in place, man, being made mandatory, all right, to come and try the whole world, man. But the Lord said what? Again, he's going to keep his elect from that hour of temptation, man. All right, so all this is playing in it. You see the U.S., Trump is highly invested, okay, in, the cryptocurrency. All right, you see Russia, they ready to roll it out September 1st. You see China, they jumped past stage 2, went straight to 3, okay, with it. And as you heard the video, man, it is bringing about what? Full control over you. That's everything digital. You have to buy, being able to buy and sell. You has to be digital. Okay, that means what? They're gonna learn everything about you. No more privacy, full control over you. And now we're in the era of data being currency, man. That's why you have a lot of these streamers are blowing up. Okay, rappers are now podcasters and things of that nature are streaming. All right, because these elites are collecting data, wanting to know everything about you, trying to be as the Most High to you. Know what you like, what you think, just everything about you, and have full control over you, man, as if they the Most High, these elite banking families, man. Okay, but hey, man, as long as we stay focused, man, the Lord is going to keep us, man. As long as we stay rooted in the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, we're going to be all right, man. But hey, we are set up to constantly what? To sing this song. All right, and if it sound like it's just we singing the same song, hey, then it ain't for you, man, if you're getting tired of it, man. But repetition, like Elder Apostle Gabar always say, repetition is the father of learning. Okay, and then also what? You constantly going over something, it keeps you sharp, it keeps you fresh. Just like when you sharpen a blade or anything. Okay, you constantly sharpening. You cleaning your weapons, man. Keeping them sharp, keeping them operating properly, man. Okay, the same with our spirits, with our minds, man. We have to constantly go over these things and constantly remind Okay. While we have the time, because the Lord is going to draw his men, okay, from these highways and byways, man. All right. And then if you haven't been taking his word serious, the prophet serious. Okay. The words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah serious, you're going to be taken. But let's get into it. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor. And you heard what they said on there. Okay. With the particular one with China. Even the homeless, have QR codes and phones and shit to be able to buy, food and things of that nature. All right, but we know the ultimate goal is what? We're about to get into it. It says free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. And we see what's going on with the Neuralink. All right, that's the forehead, Let's get that word mark. All right, and it's charagma. And it reads, it says a scratch, a etching, a stamp, a badge, as a badge of servitude. All right. It says stamp and printed mark. All right. Things carved, sculpture, and what they using that hypothermic needle to what? To carve it in your flesh, to inject it into your flesh. Now let's get this real quick. Karox. And it reads, it's the root. All right. It reads to sharpen to a point. And what's that? That hypothermic needle, which is what they're going to be used as the delivery system. All right, to give you that chip, no dip. Okay. And that's a fact, man. All right. A pale or stake, a palisade, man, a sharp point. Okay, which they're going to use to what? To deliver, okay, that chip with no dip, that C-hip. Okay, so what? You could be stamped and approved, as property of Esau Edom. Okay, and then you're not going to dip. All right, you're going to be stuck here. And let's get this real quick. Palisade. Just to bag that even more. It says a fence or wooden stakes or iron railings fixed in the ground, forming an enclosure or defense and fixed in the ground. Meaning what? Again, like I like to say, that chip with no dip. Because if you take it, you're not going to be able to dip up out of here, man. The old slang that Jet used, man, I'm about to dip. Meaning I'm about to leave. Okay, you take that chip, you're going to be stuck here. Grounded here. Okay. But let's get back to it. It says, and that no man might buy or sell. See, buy or sell, everything is going digital, man. All right, there's an article I was reading, brothers had posted with South Korea. Well, basically it's going into, when you read it, it was going into if the U.S., the Treasury, okay, I've got Bennett or some of that nature, the U.S. Treasury got them talking about it's not going to be full active, I'm roughly paraphrasing it to December 31st, 2030. But we know we know that's BS, man. They're going to enact something's going to happen where they're going to rush it through, because we know, as the scripture said, Esau has a short time. And then the president, they say, is basically under this administration is not going to be full enacted. It's going to stay private. But we know the President Trump, okay, this administration, the head, the president of this queendom right now, okay, this corporation, all right, aka America, he's highly invested in it, man. So, man, that don't make sense. The Lord is going to cause these devils to move fast and move forward with their plan. Ain't going to be no 2030. Just speaking as a man, but don't see it. See it moving way faster than that. Even though it's only 4 years from now, but still in all, man. Hey, we hastening the day. That's just me speaking as a man, But regardless, man, they're gonna implement this on a global scale where it's gonna be mandatory, okay? But as the scripture, it prepares us for these things, man. Okay. It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And what's that meaning? You're not going to be a part of this system. You're not going to be able to buy, sell, occupy what you have. That means your car, you're not going to have a car. Your house, you're not going to be able to maintain your house. Okay, the scripture talk about being as pilgrims. Whatever property you have, it's going to be taken from you, because it's all being integrated into their new system. Okay, in order to maintain what you have, you're going to have that M.O.T.B. Okay, what we're reading about. It says, here's wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, man. All right, going to his biometric system, man. Okay. But let's get this real quick. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 40 through 45, the Revised Standard Version. Hear my words, O my people, you Israelites, starting the elect. Prepare for battle. And in the midst of the calamities, be like strangers on the earth. And what's our battle? Our weapon of warfare, not carnal, but spiritual. Having this word, this truth. Okay, to what? To get us through these troubling times, man. Okay. Because Esau is after what? Our spirits, after our minds, man. Okay. And that chip is the way he's going to try and what have that full access over you, man. Control over you, man. That's why they got the plan in your brain and shit with this, the neural link. Okay. The main keep the neural link, and then the chip where you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell, operate, man, the system. All right, but through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh shower faith. Okay, now fear being rooted in the Lord. All right, the Lord is gonna see us through these troubling times, man. But you have to be rooted. You have to believe that, know that. All right, and with doing that, what you're gonna be preparing. All right, day in and day out. It says, and in the midst of calamities, be like strangers on the earth. Let him that sell be like one who will flee. Let him that buy be like one who will lose. Let him that does business be like one who will not make a profit. And let him that builds a house be like one who will not live in it, man. Meaning, hey, it's hard. We of course, we work for our daily breads now. You know, we are, we make a living, pay your bills, take care of your responsibilities as a man of the Lord. Okay, but hey, it's going to come a point in time where the Lord said, all this is going to be, we're going to have to forfeit all of this, man. And trust it and totally depend upon the Lord, man. All right, because we can't take that chip is the ultimate sin, man. You take that, man, you're going to be destroyed. Pursuing Revelation, the 14th chapter, you're going to taste of that fire. Okay, the wine that is poured out without mixture, which is the wrath of the Most High, which is what? Coming from those thermonuclear missiles and those lasers from those chariots, man. All right, it says, him that builds a house be like one who will not live in it. Let him that sow be like one who will not reap. So also him that prunes the vines like one who will not gather the grapes. Them that marry like those who will have no children, and them that do not marry like those who are widowed, because those who labor in vain. All right, so the main important labor is what? This truth. Okay, laboring in this truth, man. All right, of course, again, the balance of it, hey, right now, hey, the scriptures say, render unto Caesar what's Caesar, and unto the Most High's, man. Right now, we still have the paper dollar, the coins and things of that nature to give unto Caesar. All right, but then they're trying to force us to what we have to offer to the Lord, okay, to give unto them. We can't do that, man. Okay, our bodies, our spirit, okay, mine, it belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. All right, and they're trying to take that, man, by way of what? Implement that neural link. Okay, the brain C-hip. Okay, and the one that go in the hand, the C-hip that goes in your hand, man. You cannot deal with that, dibble and die with that, man. It's a wrap, because when you do, you sealing your faith over to Esau. Your allegiance is with Esau Edom. Okay, with Satan, man. All right, and then you're gonna be staked here. You're gonna be left behind, man, for taking that chip with no dip. Okay, so the Lord is preparing us now, man. Get ready to lose it all. Okay, but hey, in your patience possess you your soul. We're gonna end it with that, man. Okay, he said the scripture, how shall I say, well, he that loses, as a matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. All right, here we go. Matthews 10 and 39. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it, man. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to cause a big, economic collapse. Okay, where everything is going to go bad. The Great Depression, and the reset, which is going to come by way of that M.O.T.B. You take this and everything go back to normal. You can live a life of comfort again. Okay. Hey, the Lord say, he that findeth his life shall lose it, man. All right. And he that loses his life for my sake shall find it, man. So, hey, we belong to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, regardless of how they come with these different tactics to try and force us to take that M.O.T.B. You have to stay grounded and rooted in the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And if your life is offered up, hey, so be it, man. Because our life is with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Our life is in the bosom of Yahweh Shah when he returns, man. We have nothing here, man. Okay, so don't try and find comfort here. That's a constant thing of working on yourself day in, day out, praying, fasting, doing the work. So the Lord say what? And that, man, he gonna keep you. Let's get that real quick, because you kept the patience of his word. What is that, 3 and 10? It says, Revelation 3 and 10, because thou hast kept the patient, kept the word of my patience, you suffered through it. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, behold, I come quickly, hold that fast, which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, man. The crown, we have it, man. You can't forfeit it over, man. Just stay patient. The Lord gonna see you through it all, man. All right, the Lord he just seen you from when you was in the world to now. Okay, the Lord brought you out the world to this truth. You done went through things in this truth. He done brought you through it. Look where you at to this day, man. He's steady getting you through it. So how much more in those troubling times, man? He say, hey, man, the Lord, he say, Jacob shall be saved out of it. Okay, Jacob shall be saved out of what? Jacob's trouble, man. All right, and it's talking about the Jacob that's going to be saved out of is the elect, man. Okay, the Lord is not going to abandon us, man. Okay, so just stay watchful. These updates, these news, okay, updates and things of that nature, man. Hey, it's to boost your faith, showing you, hey, you're close. We're close to our return to the return of our King, man. Okay, this is Matthew 4 and 4. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out the mouth of the Most High, man. Because what? Esau gonna use all type of fear tactics. All right, take your children, your wife, your family turn on you. Goddamn, try and starve you out. One of the main tools to try and get your ass to submit. No, man should not live by but he answered and said, it is written, man should not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out the mouth of the Most High. These scriptures being engrafted in you. Okay. Take heed unto this engrafted word, which is able to save your soul. And what is that engrafted word? The spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. Okay. These precepts. Okay. The prophecies. The scriptures as a whole, man. All right. It's going to get us through these times, man. Okay. Our faith in them. It says Luke 21 and 19. And your patience possess ye your soul, man. So you going through any hard times and them troubling times, these troubling times we're entering into, hey, man, just stay patient in the Lord, man. Pray to the Lord always, man. Okay, you find yourself in a bad spot or a life of hey, pray to the Lord and ask the Lord, okay, to guide you, to see you through it, to comfort you through it. No matter, hey, this is it for you, hey, whatever the case may be, ask the Lord to comfort you through it, to see you through it, man. And you got to commit to it and know that. Okay, the Lord say what? Matter of fact, and we're going to end it. We're going to end it on this, man. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It reads, there has no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. All right, and look, it wasn't a chip back then, but you read about the 7 sons in the book of Maccabees, man, and plenty other accounts, but that was the first ones came to mind. They chose what? To lose their lives than to save it. They chose what? To die, okay, in honor and reverence to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, than to submit to Esau Edom. Okay, same in these times that we're coming into, man. It says, there has no temptation taken you, but such is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, man. So if your life is put on the line, just know our forefathers, we have forefathers that life was put on the line. They chose rather to die, okay, than to submit to Esau Edom, okay, to submit to Satan, okay, to bow, okay, to these heathens, man, and their gods, man. Okay, so we have to have that same mindset, man. It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it, man. All right, we may be able to bear it, man, through the strength of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shah. Hey, the Lord gonna see us through it all, man. Keep that faith. Shalom.